how to talk about all this in 10 minutes. Because this guy, as passionate as he is, just does not appreciate what this bill might do for us. Because he talks about how, YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and shit might suffer. Good. They're big businesses, are they not? Who do you think is defending that this bill does not pass? Have you noticed all these 4chan wannabes talking about how they support this bill and anonymous is legion? Who do you think owns 4chan? I don't know what big branch of corporation owns 4chan, but I know it's corporate. I don't know where all the strings lead to. But there's a reason 4chan is backing this up. There's a reason that most of the internet is. Because the internet is abusive. Where the fuck were my rights when I was getting banned everywhere and treated like shit? Where were my rights when I get slanderized and told that Jim Prophet is a pedophile, Jim Prophet is a troll, Jim Prophet, shut up. You have no right to talk about me. You don't let me talk about myself. You don't let me speak my mind. So, no, you don't get to talk about me. You don't get to discuss anything about me. You don't get to do anything. You should have your internet taken away. I would literally go into your house and take your computer and throw it out the window because, you don't let me communicate and socialize on the internet the way it was intended for. I'm not the one that has anything to worry about. I'm not a business. I'm not pirating material and then selling it like uTorrent and shit. There's this thing called the Personal Use Act. See, the government is actually fair when they pass laws. The government figures, well, you're an individual. You're not making any money off that, so what do we care if you pirate? But they figure if you're making money off of it, yeah, then there's a problem. And that applies equally to everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. But the internet doesn't work like that. Moderators can just rub their nipples and, make the laws apply wherever they want, however they want. And they can ban one person for one reason, but then not ban another person for the same reason. And it's like that. It's a clusterfuck. They make the rules up as they go along. I'm not going to ascribe to that. I'm not going to validate you as having that right to do that, especially when you use it against me. So, I don't know what else to say here. That's why I'm supporting this bill. I don't support anti-piracy. I don't support, spying on you and trying to incriminate you for, downloading a song. What I do support is change. We're not going to get any change unless laws pass. We're not going to see an end to Richard the Rapist Bueller, Move, Fast Eddie, and all these other assholes unless we pass laws. And he talks about how he wants to be a hero. He wants you to be a hero. Do you know what the word hero means? It goes back to ancient Greece to mean a slave. It's a certain kind of slave that's like a bodyguard. Basically, he protected the crown even if it costed him his life. You don't want to be a hero. You know what you might want to be? A villain. You know what villain is also Greek. Villain goes back to basically serfdom, where if a serf was rude or pretty much anyone that spoke rudely, but especially commoners, because obviously everything was very feudal back then. There was a lot of hierarchies. So when a commoner spoke outside of his assigned ranking, if he basically, talked down to someone of higher standing than him, he was a villain. Because basically he was someone that didn't know his place in life. And that is what you should be. You should be a villain. You should be someone that refuses to lie on the ground and pillage away at the dirt. You should refuse to just be a common whelp that does as you're told and, keeps his head down and hopes the moderator spares him. And it's his forum and he can do it. No. Have some fucking dignity. Have some self-respect. And you tell that moderator, if you ban me, I will break your legs. Because that's the only way they're going to learn. These guys are bullies. They're terrorists. You can't reason with them. You can't, get them to feel sympathy for you. They're fucktards. They don't care about you. They don't care about anybody. The reason Facebook bans people is because obviously it's good for business. They have a certain image they want to keep up. And if they think that you're not using your real name or something, that kind of skews their statistics that they sell to other companies. Ooh, but we're worried about big business. That's why we're against this bill. But meanwhile, you're defending Facebook, which is selling your fucking information two big businesses, and they are a big business. And Mark Zuckerberg is a thieving, backstabbing, sociopathic, autistic asshole that made a documentary about how he got to this position, lying and cheating and taking what wasn't his. And poor Facebook, fuck Mark Zuckerberg, and it's stupidity. If you're against this bill, you're stupid, because you have to try to make change whenever possible. I don't agree with everything in the bill, but I figure, hey, why not? I got nothing to lose. I'm already oppressed. I'm already treated like shit. I figure, go for it. Roll the dice. Let them fall as they may, and hopefully you'll roll a 20. So that's really all I have to say here. Is I'm not at all. You want to see something? Hold on. Let me see if I can show you this. The light is really blurry, but essentially, this is 4chan. This is actually where I saw your video, and see, there it is. Banner temporarily removed for offensive material. Now, what's more offensive than that racist Jew cartoon? I mean, I would think that's pretty offensive. But apparently, I was more offensive. Apparently, Jim Prophet is more offensive than a racist cartoon where they're trying to act like they're so edgy and cool because they have an opinion, and the Jewish is trying to keep them down and, trying to censor them. But they have no problem censoring other people. Why was I banned? Well, was I banned for offensive material? Was I banned because I hacked into your account? Was I banned? No. They banned me because they could. White supremacists think they're better than me. White supremacists think they are more entitled to their freedom of speech than me. This reminds me of something I actually talked about on Facebook earlier, where someone actually had the nerve to bluntly say, you think you have the right to say whatever you want without consequence. Yes, I have the right to say whatever I want without consequence. I can write anything I want on the internet. Type it in, punch it in, and it be on the screen without consequence. That is what freedom of speech means. It doesn't mean free speech zones. It doesn't mean if you have a warrant. It doesn't mean if the property owner allows you to do it. It means freedom of speech. Always. 100%. There's no compromises. There is no, secret details. There is no catch. I just have the right to do it. That is my right as a human being, to interact with you, even if you don't want me to. If you don't like me, say so, or ignore me. But you don't have the right to stop me. You don't have the right to stop my videos. You don't have the right to stop my posts. All you can do is have your own opinion. And you can speculate upon why I'm such a bad person. Or you can just shut me out of your mind and, avoid me. But it is not your right to tell me where I can and can't go. It's not your right to tell me what I can and can't say. It's not your right to stop me from existing in my persons however I see fit. And if I want to post stupid crap, if I want to post some of the most offensive shit you've ever heard in your life, the most homophobic, sexist, whatever shit, that is my right to do, and I will keep doing it. And if you try to stop me, I will talk about you on my videos, and if I find out your real information, I'll post that up too. And if I ever see you, I'll hurt you. Nothing is going to stop me from being free. See, I actually support freedom. I detail it, I give you exact explanations, and I'm not telling you, oh, fight the power, man. Oh, the big corporations and government. I give you the real details. This is how it really is. These are the people abusing you. Yes, the rich are criminals. They should pay for what they did. But let's look at this realistically. Who is screwing you over? Is it, all these people against piracy? Or is it like Facebook taking your information without your consent and giving it to everybody in the neighborhood? Don't you think Facebook owes you something? Don't you think Facebook should at least not ban you if they're going to be doing shit like that? They're making a profit off of your posts by posting up your statistics and things. You owe something. You should demand freedom. I'll have to make a part 2 because this is like 20 seconds to 10 minutes.